So, almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Michael King.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2 is the count.
Misses off the plate. 1-2 to count.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. And a swing and a miss there. Carpenter measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. One down, base is empty.
Nope, outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Riley Green. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one missed. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He
goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Back here at Petco Park. And on the hill, Tarek Skubal.
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Jackson Merrill leading things off and takes a strike. And it's even up. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. That clips the corner. Next offering is foul back. One out, base is empty. Out to center. Meadows under it. He's got it. There's 2 away. Jonathan Aranda, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in San Diego. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. King back to work. That's too low. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Late with the swing there.
2-2 count.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Wenzel Perez. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Dylan Dingler. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1. Nope. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, center field, Rafaela. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1 up, 1 down. Laureano comes up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Just missed. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd.
That's ball 2.
That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Corrals it, and that's the inning. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Leading off, Zach McKinstry. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
0-1.
And the 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
Ball, that's down.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fly ball to right. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Petco Park, set for the bottom of the third, and now Jake Cronenworth. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. First
ball.
Pitch misses.
1-0.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That's a little bit low. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Ceddanne Rafaela getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that's their first base runner of the game.
First base.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Rafaela, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's to third. Jump throw. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. On to the fourth. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Torres started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Sia strikes him out for the second time today. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter. First pitch, and he just misses. Fought off foul. And 1-2. The Tigers still looking for their first hit in this one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. There's a strike.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
2 is the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. And there's a strike. Tatis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Tatis waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So here's the Padres DH, Jonathan Aranda. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is down low. Lifted in the air, right center field. Meadows makes a move towards the gap. That's out number 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Junior Caminero. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Just missed. That just misses, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, these Tigers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Left field. Right there is Laureano. Puts it away for the out.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Perez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking, and he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. And next up for the Tigers, Dylan Dingler. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
On to O'Hearn. 3rd out. Back here in San Diego, here's Ramon Laureano. Skubal back to work. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Torkelson, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Ryan O'Hearn, the next up for the Padres. Foul ball there. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Inside, just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Went down on strikes his first time through. Close, but called the ball. 1-0. Now 1
2
miss.
balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 outs. Hit in the air, left field. Green brings it in, and that ends the inning. All set for the top of the sixth. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That misses. Now 1-2. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, there goes the chance for a perfect game. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Ron Marinaccio on the pitch out of the pen here. And now it's Baez. Bunted back towards the mound. On to O'Hearn. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Pitch kicks away. McKinstry up to third on the wild pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-2. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout. Here is Gleyber Torres, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that is out of play. And that's fouled off. And he deals. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hit. Coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Save. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Hit softly on the ground left side. And that's just foul. On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Smash that one through the infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now, Cedar Rafaela. Baez in plenty of time to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Fouled off. He was late.
Ball.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Misses off the plate. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
So 2 strikes on Tatis. Meadows gives chase. Can't reach this one. It gets down. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Gone. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0. So 2. Down. Junior Caminero, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Green on the run. Makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Peralta, a 6-foot lefty, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
Yeah.
That's in there, and it's 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here comes Torque to the plate. Into the outfield, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Ryan Hoeing gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now, Wenzel Perez. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Torkelson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now. And now the catcher comes up to him, Dylan Dingler. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Man on second, 2 down. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. Back here at Petco Park, set for the last half of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ryan O'Hearn, the next up for the Padres. First offering, and it just misses. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 2 down, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Inside, just missed. Inside, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Meadows settles under this one. He's got it, and that is out number 3. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Hoeing back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. So here's Baez now.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Meadows tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he offered at it. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one 95 to finish him off. Here's Gleyber Torres. First pitch just misses. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
1-1.
Way out front for strike two.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. On to the bottom of the eighth. Stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next to hit, Cedar Rafaela. Fermin at second with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one off the outside edge.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just missed. That's a slider for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He's set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Merrill in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the air, right field. Perez has this one sized up. And he makes the catch. Both runners tagging. And he makes it up to third with one away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to
runner on the go. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. And that's in the dirt.
Ball, 1 strike.
Second and third, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball, that's in.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And there's a foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Battling here as he fouls it away. Second and third, one away. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Jonathan Aranda digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
Ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. On the ground. And it goes just foul. 2 outs. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. That's going back. Back some more. And gone. Grand slam. He shoots one out to right. A 4 spot on the board. It's 7-0. Here's the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Ripped to short. Baez fires over to first. That'll end the inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Cindy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Man at first, nobody out. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of that one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Sean Reynolds gets the call from the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Torkelson stands in now, looks at that one inside. Strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Wenzel Perez getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1.
Check swing, and he held up. One out, and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. So last chance for the Tigers. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out.
And he can't come up with it. Coming home. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead.